working on that intro. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Madness Collective. I am Crescent. My co-host is Antoine.
I'm struggling again.
Sorry, we're a little bit late. Our guest co-host tonight, Miss Danielle Lewis, is back. That is not Chavez.
Yeah, that's not Chavez. We gonna do it live. Let me fix it live. Oh Lord Jesus.
Today I'm Chavez. It's fine.
Oh wow. And the delay is still there. Sorry, y'all. Y'all just have to work with us.
Okay.
Hi guys. Look, Colin already in the chat talking about we're gonna cover Stephen A. Smith crazy ass interview with Hannity. We don't have to say that till Monday because it was so much shit.
I didn't even see that.
I saw some of it and I was like, I cannot stand this man. So whatever. Hey Dion. Okay, so usually I have an intro. I don't tonight. You see, we're already having technical difficulties. So we just gonna jump right in. So if you turn in for the first time, we just, we cover headlines. That's what we do. So welcome to the madness. So starting out the gate, right? Like just straight up insanity. This man set himself on fire today outside of the courtroom where Donald Trump actually finally got, there's a whole jury trial starts on Monday. Opening statement started on Monday. But before that, so he came up from Florida. Of course he did earlier this week. Mad conspiracy theories guy type dude, threw a bunch of pamphlets in the air, doused himself in some flammable fucking liquid, set himself on fire. And apparently it was like 2 to 3 minutes before they actually were able to put the fire out.
They wasn't doing a good job on when I saw them, it was like they was like, whatever. Like, I'm like, this motherfucker is on fire, put the fire out.
What's funny is I saw the press conference of the police people, and there was a lot of them. So many DEIs. DEIs everywhere. With that heavy ass New York accent, I was like, what is happening right now? And one dude was like, I mean, what? We reacted as fast as we could. We don't expect people to put themselves on fire every fucking day.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Right. Everybody was shocked, like, what we do?
Right. But it's the way, you know how reporters be asking questions that are like, okay, for real. So they answered them the way Black people answer these types of questions. Like, what's up? Like, we did what we could. Okay, this motherfucker's clearly nuts. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sounds like he's in really bad condition. Yeah, just the conspiracy theorists do. Like, cryptocurrency shit, talk shit about Hollywood actors, COVID, Bill Clinton. I don't know. So one thing they were talking about though is the amount of crazy people this trial might attract, right? Like if you want a lot of attention on some shit you gonna pull, that's a good spot to do it.
True.
Because CNN is there, MSNBC is there, all the major news people are there. So yes. Oh my God. What did Jason say? Is he died yet? I can't. I cannot.
Why ain't nobody tell me this was hanging off me? I'm a mess tonight. I'm a mess.
You're not alone. What's up, Adrian Pitts in the chat? What's up?
Who did you say?
Adrian Pitts is in the chat.
Oh,
he's fam. Yeah, Karen said guy was just crazy. Not
apparently crazy. This is a thing. I was just saying, apparently this is a thing. I was just listening to a podcast. Why are y'all laughing? Because it's so backwards.
So no,
and they were talking about self-immolating. What's her name?
I don't know.
Anyway, go on.
I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Yeah. So today is, trial is already insane. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. And the way they were describing it, because there were people obviously on the scene, reporters on the scene, and they were recounting it later on. And Jasmine Vesuvian from MSNBC, I think that's how you say her last name, was like, yeah, I saw him, she said she looked to her right and she was like, that's a person, right? Like in flames. And then she said she saw his body like jerk a couple times when he fell to the ground. I was like, that is so wild. So, hope this. I don't know. That's just. I don't know what's coming.
This sounds terrible, but I keep thinking of Missy Elliott's song "For My People," and it's the part she said, "Yo, I'm on fire." It's the part in the song where she says that. This nigga set himself on fire. I'm not sorry.
Wait, Antoine, I keep thinking of Alicia Keys. This man is on fire. I'm sorry to this man. He did it.
Or Aaliyah. Like fire.
Gasoline drums.
Danielle, he did it to himself. It's all these songs about people on fire. What you want us to do?
It's getting hot in here. It's so hot, I'm burning up.
See, I only had one. I had one.
Looking for some hot stuff.
What'd you say, Danielle?
Said I thought I was morbid.
Now you know how we get down in the chat. Come on.
I don't know this man, so sorry to this man.
Yeah.
Sorry to this man. He's burning up for your love.
See? Just there's an infinite number of songs. Anyway, moving on. So, Defendant Donald. So, like I said, currently they have a full jury. They have 12 jurors. Stop it, Antoine. They got 6 alternates. There was already too much information about these jurors available. I don't know why they are allowing this to happen. They should be sequestered, but they're not for the moment. Fox News out here, out motherfuckers. So there's this one woman who's already recused herself. She was put on the jury like she was one of the first 6 or 7. And the next day she was like, yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to do it because I went home and my people was like, this you? And she was like, it can't be me. She's like, I can't do it. So, like I said, opening statement's supposed to start Monday. So Trump's lawyers want the names of the witnesses that are planned for Monday. And typically, prosecution does that as a courtesy. They're like, okay, sure. Ha!
Not with these motherfuckers. Absolutely not.
Prosecution said, we're not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And the defense team was like, what? And the judge was like, yeah, I mean, they got a point. So I'm not going to force them to do it. And then the prosecution was like, no, I'm sorry. Defense team was like, look, no. We'll make sure he doesn't tweet. They said the court fucking fell out laughing.
I would have too. In his face.
Right. Then, so now where it's at is one of the prosecution lawyers was like, okay, look, we'll give y'all one name for one witness on Sunday. And they were like, and if we see any information about this person tweeted out, that's it. Y'all not getting anybody else in advance. So.
Well, shit. I mean, wait. What? Who the unlucky motherfucker who go be the guinea pig and have his name released?
I don't know. I mean, we'll know on Monday. Their point was like, we're not going to give you advance notice. What'd you say, Danielle?
I was just saying, who's going to be outed? But shouldn't somebody should be held in contempt if it comes out that, you know, they leak some information or some information comes out about a witness?
So about that. Well, no. So Trump has violated the gag order already, at least I think like 7 times. So wait, I gotta get through this. So, and the prosecution's like to the judge, like, can you rule on this? Like, do something. And the judge is like, I think he said either Monday or Tuesday because there still has to be a process of holding somebody in contempt. So I think he has to put it to Trump and be like, this, and this, and what we gonna do about it. So that might be, yeah, but you're right. He's not supposed to be talking about the witnesses. So, when the judge was also like, y'all need to stop submitting these stupid ass motions that I've already ruled on. I'm like, he was like, y'all just need to accept what I said like 2 days ago, because you continuously resubmitting shit is not getting you anywhere. And so the article I was reading said that Trump was glaring at the judge. The judge was saying that.
Like a mafia boss, like, you know, your daughter's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Like that type of shit.
Right.
Horses in beds while niggas are sleeping, that type of shit.
That part. I promise you, everybody, the stuff that
Need
y'all
a black woman judge so she can be like, I said what I said. Don't be questioning me on this.
Oh, wait. So to that point, Danielle, so at one
Just
point
saying.
it looked like Trump started to like get up or he was mumbling something. You know how he do. And the judge basically was like, you need to get you some act right. So you need to sit down and be quiet. So he was channeling a black woman, Danielle. He was like, we not doing this. Yes, and I see the topics in the chat. Those are coming up, I promise. I was trying to get through like the one aspect of this, and then we're going to cover the other aspect of it. So the other thing that's happening.
Column said he's going to sell his farts to people in jars for $299.99.
I can't wait to get to the farts, but just let me.
They're upset. Like they ready for it in the chat. They are ready to talk about these farts.
Today.
What'd you say, Danielle?
I'm not mature enough for this conversation today.
It's okay.
These comments.
None of us are. We singing songs about motherfuckers being on fire. Anyway, so another thing that's happening is.
Wait, I just got this one. I'm sorry. I'm like, why is he talking about his favorite group? And I read it.
So we gonna get to the farts, but Adrian said my favorite artist was the Earth, Wind, and that guy in New York City.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so the fire stuff. Sorry, I'm like, it's just so much stuff. It's just so much. So okay, wait. So then the other thing that's like Trump says he's going to testify. That would be a really, really, really bad decision on his part. And if his lawyers let him do that, I think they actually do want him to lose, but whatever. So here's the thing. So the prosecution is like, okay, well, if he does get his crazy ass on the stand, we want to be able to ask him about past shit. E. Jean Carroll, a $355 million civil fraud judgment. And that's just the recent shit, okay? And so now there has to be a hearing on that. The judge has to rule on whether that'll be allowed or not. So, but I'm like, if you don't get your ass on the witness stand, then
please let him testify.
I know.
It's gonna be delicious.
Please let him get on the witness stand. That will be comedy. He's gonna dig himself such a big ass hole.
Yes.
Because right now he's just sitting there for 8 hours a day and he can't say shit. So it's killing him and it's killing everybody else because he keeps passing gas. But I'm gonna get to that.
He's bubbling inside. He's simmering.
Yes. So he spent the day listening to strangers, actually pretty much this week, insulting him, and he couldn't do shit about it. So one person said, I wouldn't believe Trump if his tongue was notarized. Jimmy Kimmel was like, I'll take you on as a writer. He had to listen to himself being described as a racist, a sexist, a narcissist, very selfish and self-serving. And here we go. It sounds like he's falling asleep every single day. He has whined about it being cold, which I'm like, that should have helped you not fall asleep, right? Like this supposed to help your ass stay awake. And here's the kicker. So the Midas Touch, we've shown a video from that guy before, right? Ben, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, right? So he's co-founder of Midas Touch, and he's owner of Los Angeles Magazine. So this is the video I saw, and I sent it to Danielle and Antoine in our chat. As soberly as possible, he reports this. He says, what I'm hearing from credible sources is that Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom. He's like, I'm hearing it from actual credible people that he's kind of fallen asleep. He's actually passing gas, and that his lawyers are really struggling with the smell. He used the word putrid twice. Other people reporting the same thing. Somebody said, as I mentioned yesterday, several reporters told me that while he slept, he would fart loudly and then grunt and move.
I think we could.
And I'm hearing from credible sources who know what's going on in the courtroom. And what I'm hearing is that, take it for what it's worth, but that Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom and that it's very stinky around him. It's a putrid odor in the courtroom, and that Trump's lawyers are like repulsed by the scent and the smell. And I'm not just saying that to be like, oh, funny. I'm actually, we have good sources there. And I'm hearing it from actual credible people that.
Hey, this is not happening.
Oh God. That was enough. But y'all see how he was very calmly trying to report on this news. Oh, help me, Lord. Okay, here's my thing. This man's falling asleep in court. He's passing gas. This y'all king? Like, for real. This y'all king.
I'm speechless for once. I don't even know
what senior citizens do all over the world.
Okay. Biden ain't out here falling asleep and passing gas. He nodded off a little bit one time, but that was about it. He ain't in court either.
Well, what was Midas the one who, remember it was something about, it was him smelling like ass and makeup or some shit like that. Yeah, I guess he just stank.
That's been reported before. Karen said Trump is making a boom boom. Ew. So gross. Well, here's the funny thing is, I mean, there's all this shit that's funny, literally. But yesterday, fart was trending on Twitter. And initially I was like, y'all know that child Ice Spice has a song called Fart. Well, it's called Think You the Shit, in parentheses, fart. I'm kind of upset that I know this, but I do.
You can't get away from the song. It's everywhere.
Okay, there we go. Right. So it turns out, though, the House Freedom Caucus, which is like super far right, crazy Republicans in the House, they revived a team of conservative lawmakers. Their objective is to take shifts monitoring the chamber floor to prevent their own party leaders from making unilateral moves that could curb their power. I'm sorry, legislating, like getting shit done, whatever. Anyway, it's called Floor Action Response Team, which
so fucking stupid.
The acronym is FART.
These motherfuckers need a literal chaperone so that they don't act out. Are we children? Y'all are publicly, y'all are elected fucking officials, and y'all need a hall monitor. Like it's dumb. This is where we're at. These are our leaders. What the fuck is wrong with people?
The irony is that they're being the hall monitors, but they need hall monitors.
They're trying to be the hall monitors.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Like that's the thing about this insanity. Like these, like y'all are not serious. I think y'all are serious, but y'all are not serious. These are y'all. This is some bullshit. Y'all acting like kids, and we literally have an entire country to run. Sounds like we finally gonna get Ukraine funding. We'll talk about it on Monday. But Mike was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm moving forward. And sounds like if Marjorie Taylor Greene and somebody else, she's already put in a vacate, motion to vacate. It's basically like trying to get him kicked out as speaker. We're going to go through this circus again. Allegedly, is it allegedly banned already? Allegedly, if they do that, if they put this motion to vacate forward, apparently two moderate Republicans are ready to just be like, I'm out. So that way Speaker Jeffries becomes House Speaker.
This shit with the speaker is just get your party together. You can't win. You can't win. And it's because they just have their hands tied. It's like, yeah, become speaker, but if one person don't like you, they can start the ball rolling to fire you. Like you can't. It's gonna keep happening over and over and over and over again.
Well, Antoine, when the head of your party is in jail not in jail yet, in court on one of umpteen thousand fucking charges, and is sitting there falling asleep and farting, that's the head of your party. So, what did Jason say? I'm not as old as the tramp, and I don't live off fast food, but I'm old enough to have learned never trust your heart and never trust the fart. Why am I reading this? Why? Oh God. Tony said they are electing incontinent toddlers. Oh no, that's right. Okay. So, Antoine, hopefully his comments on Gettysburg will play?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I do.
So this
have
was
that.
he was in Snexville. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He was in Pennsylvania, in a city or a town that's like 2 hours from Gettysburg. So this motherfucker wasn't even in Gettysburg. And yes, Snexville, Pennsylvania. But decided that now would be a good time to talk about Gettysburg.
I got it. Here we go.
Where our Union was saved by the immortal heroes at Gettysburg. Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late.
So much to unpack.
Go ahead.
First off, fuck that nigga behind him on the left with the fucking Confederate flag cap on. That's some fucking bullshit. Fuck him. Okay, that's number one. And also, it was just funny because the My Pillow guy popped up on the screen.
Right. Like, what is happening?
But this is just, I mean, this is why he's dangerous. He's unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to say. And he clearly was up there freestyling. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. You cannot be the leader of the free world out here talking like this.
And
I don't know if I've told you guys that before, that I was at a convention that he spoke at, Trump spoke at, and it had to be at least 10, 15 years ago. Probably at least 15 by now. And back then I was like, because he was freestyling like he does. And I was like, I told owner of the company, I was like, is this nigga senile? Because he is not making any sense whatsoever. Like, none at all. So I knew back then that. I was like, how?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So the caption, in case you guys didn't see it, the caption for that video was me in high school. The caption was me in high school when I didn't do the reading for the Civil War group presentation on Gettysburg. And Antoine, if you can pull up the next one, so this guy on Twitter typed it out and graded it. And he said, the caption is, teaching my first history course this semester has been rewarding, but I don't know what to do with this student. So it was, there it is. So you see the red ink on it. You see the F. And I think I saw this before I saw the video, and I was like,
really?
Wait, what?
To look and to watch what? So beautiful. Unbelievable. They're like, why are these adjectives being used?
Killed me, boy.
I mean, sometimes, you know, when I get in discussions about this man, you know, I often tell people, I'm like, he's very strategic. You know, maybe some of this is an act, but then when I see him talk like that, I'm like, you are an idiot. I don't know which one it is. I don't know.
I mean, Antoine, never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill.
The fuck is he talking about? Was he thinking about Bunker Hill or something? Like, what the fuck?
It's the arrogance in thinking that you can. It's the arrogance in thinking that you can, freestyle your way into anything and charm your way through any kind of environment or experience. Like, no, nigga, you cannot. We are not as dumb as you are. No. We see right through you, and you look fucking stupid.
Look, sound, all of it.
Oh, Jesus.
So there was someone who, I think, like Charlotte GOP party, the GOP party in Charlotte, retweeted that graded paper and was like, yeah, that's probably a student that went to like a Democratic school. You guys can't read and write. Motherfucker, that's your guy. That is your dude.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. So also, just so to give you guys a heads up for the technical difficulties, basically we see Danielle about to say something, we just gonna pause and let it come out. It's kind of working. It's kind of working. We got it. Okay, wait. So then that was the Gettysburg bullshit. Oh, right. Okay. So speaking of going back in time, Civil War, Gettysburg, right? So we know Arizona out here, you know, with this 1864 bullshit. So the guy who helped pass this law in 1864, his name is William Claude Jones. So his first wife filed for divorce. And then he was U.S. attorney. This is the asshole. So he's a U.S. attorney for New Mexico Territory. He took a new wife who was 12 and had allegedly been abducted. And I think he was around in his 40s when that happened. It looks like he was about to be fired from that position as U.S. attorney, but he resigned because even then they were like, nigga, what are you doing? Right. So even for that time, they were just like, no, we can't. We don't want this. So then he headed to Arizona, where he supported secession, because of course he did. And then he came upon his third wife, who was 15, and he was likely around 50 when he got her. But he was only married for a year because after a year he left her. So thanks. Then he went to Hawaii. He got a 14-year-old pregnant. He did marry her, and they had several more children until she died at 28. Then he was married a fifth time. That woman, age unknown, filed for divorce 2 years later, and then shortly after that, he died in Maui. So it was while he was in Arizona that he was made Speaker of the House in 1864, and then that's the group that passed this fuck shit ass law. So just to give you some backstory on that fool. Now, I got caught. I went down this hole.
He walked so R. Kelly could fly.
Oh,
wait, say it again.
He walked so R. Kelly could fly.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
R. Kelly could fly.
That's a good one because it's got R. Kelly in it. It's got I Believe I Can Fly. That's a really good one.
Oh, I picked the wrong time to stop drinking. Lord Jesus. So, I went down this rabbit hole with regard to like abortion laws in this era, because here's why. Turns out, initially, at least around that time when it was enacted, few people are actually prosecuted for this shit, right? Basically, first half of the 1800s, first trimester abortions were widespread and widely acceptable. So the rise of these laws during this era occurred because they wanted to bring some professionalism to medicine, but really because it was a desire to boost white women's birth rates and to help stop weaken a starting feminist movement. Does that shit sound familiar? Right. So, it was only a crime after quickening, which is when the fetus's movements could be detected. So that's around 4 to 5 months. And few people had an issue with it. In fact, they were like, look, actually, if your ass ain't married, it's probably good that you should be able to get rid of the baby because that's going to fuck up your reputation. Right. So it was actually very practical, perspective on it. Right. And then you had, you had who else people, midwives, you had other people doing it besides doctors. They're like, we know what to do. So we're going to handle this for you. So what happened in mid 1800s is more married white women started seeking abortions and the birth rate fell dramatically. And doctors found themselves competing with midwives. They didn't like that shit. So then anti-abortionists got mad because it was wealthy white Protestant women. And they were like, okay, y'all doing this shit for selfish reasons because y'all want to limit your family size and you want to do shit outside the home. No. Again, sound fucking familiar.
Yeah.
And then there were some botched abortions that got a lot of headlines. So that's when the law started getting passed so that white male doctors didn't have to start competing with these midwives and they could control women. And here's the thing, it's about the white birth rate because they could give a fuck about anybody else. Could give a fuck. Hey Neff. So yeah, I just went down a rabbit hole because I was like, oh my God. And then Danielle, I don't know if you were on when we talked about this before. Also, one thing I came across it's called Hidden Voices Enslaved Women in the Low Country in the U.S. South as a form of resistance enslaved women chewed cotton roots to prevent pregnancy or to end a pregnancy that was already in progress. Many slaveholders therefore started to forbid women from possessing cotton roots. I'm picking this shit, and you gonna tell me what to?
Oh my God.
Okay. So, but when they discovered that they were chewing it or storing cotton roots, they were like, yeah, we figuring out what y'all doing. Also, in addition to cotton root, there were other like tinctures, like to unfix themselves. They took turpentine or calomel, which is like a fungicide. Whew, Jesus. It was crazy. It was crazy times. Then, so present day Arizona, Antoine, if you can show at least the first video. So they've, this 1864 law got reenacted and everybody's flipping out about it because it's crazy, it's drastic, it's insane. And so allegedly, the legislature is supposed to be trying to do something to make it go back to, at a minimum, the 15-week ban, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. That fell apart the other day. And so this was the reaction in the courtroom, in the legislative space from the people who are in the crowd. These are all Republicans. So, hey, Dr. Jones. So let's just quickly talk about what they are cheering. Actually, this happened in Arizona. I'm gonna go to this one first. So even under the 15-week ban, which is completely unacceptable bullshit, by the way, but even on the 15-week ban, there was a woman who went to preterm labor at the end of December. She was at what was supposed to be like a routine 20-week scan when clearly noted open cervix and her baby's foot in her vagina. Okay, shit is a problem. She was admitted to the hospital. The baby was not viable because it was 20 weeks, and viability is usually around 23, 24. And remember on the row, 23, 24. Because she was at 20 weeks, and Arizona has their 15-week ban, they were legally prohibited from giving her any meds to help with the pain or to ease the delivery. So in the freedom days, this would have been a short hospital visit with low complication and low cost. But now she had to stay in the hospital until his heart stopped beating or until she developed a serious infection, which could take days or weeks. So she could have gone to Vegas, but she risked delivering on a plane or in a car. Finally, a few days later, his heart did stop and she could receive the appropriate meds. But now there were complications. So it took a long time to get her ass stable. She was in a whole lot of motherfucking pain, and the cost now exceeded $30,000 motherfucking dollars. Man. So that's what them assholes were cheering for.
That's terrible.
This pissed me off so damn much. Like, I was so heated reading this article. It makes zero fucking sense. So in your attempt to make women have more babies, you just end up killing babies. What the fuck? How does that make sense?
Right. So the article that Danielle's referring to, so that was a tweet that I was reading from about, like it was a thread that a friend relayed on behalf of another friend. But the article that Danielle's mentioning is, so there's this emergency rooms refuse to treat pregnant women, leaving one to miscarry in a lobby restroom. So this one woman miscarried in a lobby restroom of a Texas ER because the front desk staff refused to admit her. Another woman was turned away by a security guard at a Florida hospital. And then the very next day, she learned that her fetus didn't have a heartbeat. In North Carolina, a woman gave birth in a car after the ER couldn't offer an ultrasound. That baby later died. This is current day. This is present day. Fucking present day.
Fucking traumatic.
And y'all know I stay on this abortion shit. And look, going to Antoine's party, a bunch of people kept coming up to me like, I watched the show. I don't ever comment, but I watched the show. So I'm just delivering the message, okay? Like, this is the shit that is out here happening because old white men who don't know shit about a woman's body and are on some religious fucking zealot bullshit are out here controlling women's bodies. And as Danielle just said, the whole point was trying to like bring life into the world. Say it again.
I just want in all of the states where they're making abortion illegal to also make it legal for whenever the abortion is not allowed, 20 weeks, 15 weeks, whatever, for at those 15 weeks for the man to be responsible for child support and 50% of the child we're rearing and everything else. That's all we ask for.
Actually, one of the states they
Let's see
are,
how
they
long
did try
that
to
ban
put,
is.
I don't know what state it is, but they did put a law forward that basically, from their perspective, this whole like, moment of conception, that they're trying to start making guys pay child support, which is one of the arguments that I've said. This is why men too should care about this, okay?
Yeah.
Fucking y'all up too, possibly. Also,
but they're not going to care until that is implemented.
Also, what should happen is that $30K that now this woman's on the hook for, possibly, because I don't know what insurance is covering, that should be paid by the fucking state.
Yes.
I send that bill straight up to them motherfuckers like, oh, hell no.
100%.
This y'all problem.
I would send it to every person in government who voted for that bill. I would send it to every single fucking one of them. They should be fucking responsible for it.
Fucking insanity. So get out and vote, damn it. I was trying to see some of the comments in the chat. Karen said they really think this anti-abortion platform is a winning strategy and that it's popular, which is insane to me. These people legitimately live in an alternate universe. Clearly Trump does, and his cult clearly does as well. They sincerely believe they represent half the country when it's barely 30%. That was another comment from Karen. But that's the thing, is like, Antoine and I have been talking about this. It literally is this religious zealots. I don't know what happened to church and state, separation of church and state. That shit ended a while ago, apparently. But just because your religion says, abortion shouldn't happen, okay, then don't have one.
Yeah. It's not complicated.
It's really not. It's really, really not. So I was telling Antoine about this after we stopped the show. Was that Wednesday night? And because I saw this headline. So the governor of South Dakota, Governor Kristi, is it Noem? Is that how you say her last name?
I think.
She has been banned from a 4th South Dakota reservation. So in February, Noem spoke to the South Dakota legislature, and she alleged that Mexican drug cartels had infiltrated reservations. Then at a town hall, she alleged some tribal leaders were personally benefiting from the cartels. 5 tribes demanded an apology. Not only has she not apologized, she has issued press releases calling on tribes to banish the cartels.
It never really said, if she's saying that, where's her proof?
Okay.
If it's true, show some proof and keep it moving. You can't just say shit like that without proof. Where are the documents?
Okay, so
I need that fucking Alexis Carrington gif where she's in the top of the stairwell with the fucking receipts. Like what the fuck?
So she also has encouraged the tribal governments to participate in partnerships with the South Dakota Highway Patrol to provide temporary law enforcement on the reservations. So she's like, yeah, y'all need to just let the police roll up and just patrol your shit. What? That's how we landed on this goddamn reservation in South Dakota any motherfucking way. Absolutely not.
She sounds unhinged. How the fuck did she win? What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Did you not see these motherfuckers in Congress right now?
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert.
True.
Okay, okay. Okay. She also called on the federal government to audit funding to the tribes to determine the scope of underfunding to the 9 tribal nations in South Dakota, which is just some fuck shit. You're presenting this in the guise of wanting to help them out.
Right. No. It's an audit to try and you're trying to take money away from them is what you're actually trying to do.
Right. Just get up in their fucking business so you can try and take over. So this is what she said in her press release. Tribal leaders should immediately banish the Mexican drug cartels. Again, as Antoine said, where's the proof of that? But let me finish. Banish the Mexican drug cartels that are responsible for murders, rapes, drug addiction, and many more crimes on tribal lands. The people in the communities live with unspeakable horrors and tragedy every day. But, because she's a victim here, but banishing me for telling the truth about the suffering does nothing to solve the problems. It may play well for the leftist media, but in reality, it's pointless. The real question you should be asking is, why won't tribal leaders banish the Mexican drug cartels? who are responsible for this devastation. You know Danielle, who she reminds me of? Somebody I talk about often. Like being subjected to this level of fucking dumbness, these fucking types of games.
I mean, because if it's true, like, I'm with you. If it's true, yeah, they shouldn't be there. But, I mean, are they there? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, where's the footage? Like,
Jason said, oh, wait.
It's these Republicans, these alternative factors who were just like, if they say something, and just because they say something, we're supposed to believe it's true. Like, no, motherfucker, where are the receipts? Where?
But the sad part is, because of how Fox News and these other offshoots of Fox News are, they lie. They get to lie. Fox News repeats the lie, and then people are believing the shit. That's why you have the shit that's happening right now. Why these motherfuckers are following Trump off a cliff is because they believe all the crazy shit. So they're like, we know a good portion of y'all gonna believe what we say. Don't matter. Don't matter if it don't make sense. Don't matter if we don't have receipts. Y'all gonna believe it. Colin says she's banned from my house too. And Jason said, yeah, regular police aren't allowed on reservations. I'm right. That's the whole fucking point. No, get away from us. Oh yeah, Karen said, isn't she in line to be Trump's VP? That would explain some of the fuckery. That's true. So the Rosebud Sioux tribe said that they've had problems with this lady since day one, since she came into office in 2019. So she's basically been fucking with them from the start of her administration. And so they're like, we will only acknowledge you once you issue a public apology and once you present a plan of action for support and empowerment. Until then, fuck you, ho.
This is gonna be a little TMC after dark. Y'all, I'm so off my game right now. Y'all don't even know. I'm just so out of it. But you said rosebud, and I had to kind of giggle because do y'all know what a rosebud is? So it's a sexual thing where if a person gets fisted and their anus prolapses, it comes outside and it looks like a rosebud. It's called a rosebud. It literally looks like a rose is coming out of their butt because their anus is prolapsed. It's literally falling out of the inside. Just, just fun fact.
What causes? Oh, Danielle saying
learn something new every day.
What causes
100%
it?
100% on this show. 100% on this show, Danielle.
What causes it?
Yeah.
Someone's been sticking their fist in the person's butt, and then when they come out,
So I'm saying, so that part comes out when the fist comes out. I'm just trying to understand, okay?
And the person can push it out to make the rosebud big.
Is that what? Do you want that? Is that?
It's a fetish that people have.
Because that sounds.
It sounds painful.
Yes.
Problematic.
Yes.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Like an ER visit might be needed. I don't. Does it get pushed back? I'm sorry, but
the professionals can push it out and pull it back in, so it almost looks like an animation. Like, what is wrong with me? So yeah, if you want to be scared, type in sex and rosebud into Google and look at the images. You'll see what a rosebud. It literally looks like a rose. Yes, now a whole fist. A whole fist.
Yes, Karen, I was on the same page as you. I was thinking of the the movie. What's his name?
Orson. No, wait. What's his name?
No.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the road?
Yeah.
The sled.
The sled.
Yes, my brain is also delayed today.
Oh God, I don't even know. Yeah.
Is that Matt? Hey, Matt.
It's Pepper.
It's either Matt or Pepper. Hey.
It's Pepper. Oh, Jesus Lord. Yeah.
I just had to drop. Since I've been so quiet tonight, I had to drop something on you.
No, I mean, because I had a lot to get out. Some crazy shit, so totally fine. And look,
Just,
we got fucking time.
Just like Will Smith said, just something to kill the monotony.
So
delightful.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you run through these comments real quick because
Uncut After Dark.
Oh God. I mean, it's Friday night, so
I thought it was a sled in the movie.
Did we figure out what movie exactly we're talking about? Because I'm mad at myself for not remembering. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, Tony just put a whole bunch of like laughing emojis. Nefertari said, "Yikes!" So, like a whole fist in the butt, is that fun?
Look, and then some people, they want to know how far you get it in there. So they're like, "Is your elbow in there?"
I didn't think I could learn more. Yes, it is Orson Welles' Citizen Kane. That is the movie that we're talking about, Karen and Danielle and I.
I mean, honestly, y'all, if you want to get crazier, there are videos that exist where somebody gets their whole foot in there.
Right. Okay, Rich. So I'm sorry.
Why would you want that?
Why do people want anything? I'm just boredom, I guess. I don't fucking know.
So just to help Rich the actress out, I was talking about a tribe, a Native American tribe in South Dakota called Rosebud Sioux Tribe. That is what kicked all of this off.
Yeah, she said Rosebud. She was talking about something serious, and I've been off my game, and I just, I felt like, let's throw something crazy out there, and it reminded me of what a rosebud is. That's how we arrived here.
So Jason said, Dr. Jones said, ouch. And then Pepper I felt like Pepper's comments were a little bit delayed with this. Pepper said, is that painful? Oh my. After you and Ari said, but.
I mean, some people would say getting fucked in the ass is painful. So I guess it's just another form of pain that somebody can, I guess, find enjoyment in. I don't know. I'm just delivering the information to y'all. If y'all don't look good, I don't look good. I just needed y'all to know that just in case.
Jason said, Jason said, good day, sir. Good day. I said, good day.
I actually, when I found out about this, I was like, that sounds like that could lead to like really bad incontinence later in life. But you had them tell it. They're like, it's a muscle like anything else. You work it out. I can control it and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's a thing.
Colin said, gonna be hard to fart.
Shit. I mean, but you know what? If you got to travel with like contraband, I guess you got it's an extra pocket, I guess. You got an extra pocket.
Okay, wait. So now I got more questions. So once you push it back in, that's like now a new area in your ass?
No, because I guess, I don't know. I guess with it being a pocket, I guess if you're going to engage in this activity, you got to make sure you're all cleaned out first. So okay. I guess if you need to put some in there after you're done, it's like open for business.
Oh, okay. So because there's room, it's expanded.
Yes.
Okay. Tony says,
so again, the technical term is prolapsed anus. The street word is rosebud.
We got formal education. We got street education. This is awesome. Yeah, Tony said sounds like a future in diapers. Yeah, see, Pepper was behind. Okay.
That'll be a no for me, dog.
Facts. Absolutely the fuck not. Neff has a question.
Booty holes are anime. I mean, I'm trying to think. Do y'all know? Y'all know them party favors that you blow and they unroll and then they come back? Like, if you see somebody doing it, they can push it out and it's a big ass rose and then they can suck it back in. And then it looks normal.
Oh. Okay. Pepper said, do not type that in your Google.
half y'all go type it in Google. Y'all gonna have to see it after I've described it to you. Y'all gonna have to see it. You ain't gotta tell nobody you looked it up.
I did.
Do you see it? It looked like a rose, right? It looked like a shiny, wet rose. Like a glazed. It's glazed.
Not Googling that. I'm not Googling
because the reason it's red is it's because it's the inside of the person's.
Oh, I understand why it's red.
It's red. It's bright red.
Okay. Yes. Hi, Pep. Mo Bay said, bringing a whole new meaning to my foot in your ass. True. And then Karen said, I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, so look. So there'll be like porn where it's like, a person will be like, put the other one in there. So they'll be doing this with it.
Whoa. We mean both?
You got some guys can take two in there. Yeah.
Which now, Rich the Actress's comment says, gives new meaning to double fisted.
They literally have, there is literally porn out there where it's like, it'll be like a dude with some big ass forearms and it'll say double fisted. And then it'll have like, this is a thing. It's a thing.
I think I've learned enough tonight.
Okay.
Karen said, I'm going to use this information when I go on Jeopardy. What Jeopardy? Who's Jeopardy, Karen? Sex Jeopardy? Porn Jeopardy? Because regular Jeopardy is not going to have this as a question.
Maybe one day. Man, we should maybe do a collective Jeopardy one day for the viewers. See if they see how many people retain this important information.
After dark Jeopardy.
Yeah, after dark Jeopardy.
Sorry. Jason said Rosewood is why Trent wears a diaper to court. Again, a visual I didn't want. Visual I didn't need, didn't want. No.
Some of the rosebuds are big enough where a person can actually slap it around when they push it out.
I need to clean my visual palette.
It almost looked like a Subway, well, not a Subway sandwich.
Oops.
I don't know.
Like a salami sandwich.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the shape. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the shape.
Tony said prison pockets. I don't want to think about the pocket part. And Jason said, what time should I come back into the room? Nah, too late, dude. This is the last half of the show.
It's like it's like it's out already. You can't push it back in. It's like the cat's out the bag. The fist out the butt. I don't know what you
literally.
What you want.
And so so here's the funny part is the last article I had was about Neo talking about people should be allowed to marry multiple partners, just not for him. I mean, since we talk about, different things, if you will. And so
I don't care about Neo at all. Like, I don't care about his love life. Just like, I don't care. Like, and I'm usually not that way because, you know, I follow music and everything. He's just one of those people, I don't know, as a person, this sounds terrible because I don't know this man, but he just seems, I don't know, I don't want to say boring. I don't know what the word is. Well, and when I saw this, I'm like, and now you trying too hard. Like, you get what I mean? He seems disingenuous. I don't know. Yeah, it's something about him. I don't know what it is.
I'm with you on.
Like, he's always trying to be provocative, and when you're really fucking corny.
That, you know what? That's what it is. When I saw this, I'm like, dude, like, nobody wants to hear this from you. Nobody, if you do it, do it. Ain't nobody gonna care if you do it.
So, okay, well, because I do have a couple things. One, again, the headline is Neo says people should be allowed to marry multiple partners. It's just not for him. I actually, when I first saw a story, also did not care because I too am not a fan of Neo. In fact, I call him Yuck. Do not like this nigga. Okay, don't like his acting. I don't like his face.
No, you don't call him Nia. You a mess. You are a mess.
Not a fan. Not a fan. Didn't he have a wife that he told her to get her tubes tied or some shit, and then he went off and had a baby with somebody else?
He sure did.
Okay. He's trying.
I would think somebody walked different if they had one, Rich. I don't know.
So the only reason why I even included this article in the first place is because this was before all this extra ass shit about the man being on fire and all this other stuff came out. So we just had a bunch of political shit, and I was just like, okay, well, let's talk about polygamy for 2 seconds. Like, you know, whatever. So PMZ, go ahead.
I used to love Big Love, that TV show. Did anybody else watch it?
Mm-mm.
Big Love was good. Chloe Sevigny was on that. Chloe Sevigny is one of my favorite actresses. She acted her ass off on that shit.
Oh yeah, she is good.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a a type of fish that I can't just quite. I'm drawing a blank on it. Like, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like the way his head is shaped.
Yeah. Remember, he tried to start acting. He was in Red Tails.
He's on BMF.
Oh
no!
My God, when he was in Red Tails and did that dumb ass, who the fuck allowed him to do that dumb ass accent, sounding like a?
I remember that shit. I remember that shit. Wait, Jason said Neo has too much confidence for a cat with no charisma. Fair. Here's the funny part also about his acting. He's been in a lot of those holiday, you know, we have during holidays.
The Chitlin Circuit, holiday specials for niggas. I know.
Lifetime movies.
Right. Which, and here's the thing, for the most part, they're not bad, except when you have a motherfucker like Neo in them, and he's like in 2. And so I'm at home hanging with G, and, you know, we're looking for something to watch. And, you know, look, I'm like, oh, look, black people. She's like, ooh, I don't like him. I was like, see, and I didn't say shit. I didn't say nothing. Literally, she just saw he was in the cast and was like, I don't like him.
Because I think, you know what, part of it for me is like, if, you know, when you think about the type of music that he writes, because he's a good songwriter, and he actually is a good singer. When I think of him, I'm like, you should be the nigga that stands by his woman. If you were like, if you gave that energy, everybody would love you. If you was that nigga that's like, y'all, you respect these women, you know, my wife here, my kids. If he was a family man, I think everybody would love him. But he tries to give off a completely different type of energy, and it's like, nigga, that's not authentic. It's something is off. You feel like it seemed like you a pretender. You pretending to be something you're not.
So,
yeah. And Manata seems like such a lovely person. How did she end up with this? Well, never mind. I already know. Never mind.
You know how.
With fucking.
I love Moneta.
Yeah, she's great.
I get it.
She was on Atlanta, right? Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love her on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good people. Swamp Fish was what I called him the other day, and like a message to somebody. So he was at the Grove, and TMZ ran up on him and was like, and because he was at the Grove with his 2 girlfriends, just to give you all the picture. And so TMZ asked, as an advocate of dating multiple women at once, being married before, what are your thoughts on legalizing polygamy? And so he was like, legalizing polygamy? I didn't know it was illegal. So then he says, I feel like in the realm of love and romance, you should let people do whatever the hell they want to do. Can't see how it's hurting anybody. To be honest, he continues, I don't need the government to tell me what I can and can't do in my personal life. Can you go out here and talk about this shit regarding abortion? Because sure. Enough said, pretending to be handsome. I mean, I don't, because it's not working.
Look. So me, my
He
brother,
thinks
and
the
my
hat
mom.
does something for him.
Well, I think it's trying to hide his fucking ill-shaped swamp ass
Yeah, he
bitch head.
definitely. Yeah, that's why you never see him without the hat. So sorry to this man. Me, my brother, and my mom were talking, and the word ugly came up. And my mom was like, I don't use that word. I said, yeah, because I said something and she thought I said ugly. And I said, you have never heard me call somebody ugly in my 50 years on this planet. It's just, I don't do that. She was like, my mom was like, yeah, I mean, I might say somebody, maybe they're not that attractive. And I said, please understand that if you call somebody ugly or if you tell somebody they not attractive, it's received as you're calling me ugly. We had a whole decision, and my brother was like, "Don't keep it real. Just call the motherfucker ugly if he ugly. Don't say you not attractive. Nobody will ever fuck you, nigga. You ugly." And we talked about this for 10 minutes.
Okay. These are the conversations. Well, I used to be very careful about calling people dumb because
I don't like it.
And I still don't like to do it. However, I had to accept at a certain stage of my life that some people just
Christina Applegate put it in a very great way when she was talking about Kelly Bundy. People were like, "Oh, you know, how did you play this dumb character?" She's like, "She's not dumb. She's a lazy thinker."
Yeah,
that's politically correct. Like that.
Thank you, Danielle and Christina Applegate. Because that's what drove me wild about it. What's up, Eric?
This nigga is back. Where you been at?
These are the
it's
questions,
good to see you.
These are the questions.
Yeah.
So, because what it is for me is what I consider to be willful ignorance, right? Like this I deliberately want to remain uninformed. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have patience for this. Nev said, nah, some people work really hard to be called dumb. I have brought back imbecile.
Very true.
Oh, imbecile. Oh, I love nincompoop. I love that word. Yeah, I guess, because I think usually if I'm commenting on somebody, maybe speaking on something they don't know about, I'll say, you really don't know enough on this topic. I try and be specific about what it is they seem to not know much about instead of just calling them, stupid, dumb, whatever. Yeah.
Well, and it is a very deliberate sort of application of the word, right? Like it's based upon behavior and the words that are coming out of somebody's mouth, even when there's been an attempt to adjust and say, hey, how about this? Or have you considered? Or, and there's just nothing. There's no change. There's no acknowledgement that even other words were said. There is a commitment to the lazy thinking.
Yeah. Ignoramus is a good one. I remember my teacher used that. You know what? Now I think about it, I think she called a student an ignoramus, and that wasn't right. And I used to always laugh at it because when I didn't know it just sounded like it had the word anus in it. But yeah, I do call people ignorant, but I really don't like to use that too much because ignorant is called. I mean, if it's received as you call me stupid, but yeah, but I mean,
if the behavior fits.
yeah.
So again, if hopefully you guys are frequent watchers of the show. What's up, Militia? You know, Antoine and I love vocabulary. So and Danielle does too. She says not always with us. We're usually in the chat sharing a bunch of crazy shit. So I decided to pull up thesaurus.com because I like words and put in imbecile. So a couple other words. Dim-witted. Good one.
I thought of Kristi Noem as soon as you said dim-witted. God, she was dumb as rocks on that show.
Wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different.
Suzanne Summers' character on Three's Company.
Oh yeah, that was
they wrote her really like, I mean, they made her character was dumb on the show.
Yeah, that's that was very.
But she played it so well, like
she really did.
So well.
She did,
and she let them motherfuckers know I'm the goddamn star. Where the fuck is my money at? And they said fuck you and quickly replaced her. And the show was never the same after she left.
Okay, facts. Feeble-minded. And witless. Witless is a good one.
Oh, because if you say witless, a lot of people not gonna know what that means.
No.
Yeah.
Catch my card.
You could insult somebody to their face and say that, and 50% of people go think maybe is it a compliment? Is she insulting? I don't know. They're gonna have to go by the context clues whether your eyebrows are furrowed or not. Like, are they in attack mode?
Boorish. And actually, I forgot. One of my favorite ones is obtuse.
Oh yeah, obtuse is. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wait, it's not a single word, but a phrase one of my friends used. She said, "You're as sharp as a marble." I was
like, oh. The thing is, people bring it on yourselves, right? Like in my younger years, I was more patient. But it's when I have had to explain something several times, or like I said, you are just deliberately committing yourself to just not being informed. You're committing yourself to that. It is.
I remember when, because I'm be honest right now, off the top of my head, I don't remember what it means because I don't use this word. But I will never forget when Matt Lauer was interviewing Tom Cruise, and he got in his ass about the Scientology shit.
Oh.
And Tom got real irritated, and he said, he put his finger up. He said, no. He said, you're being glib. Tom Cruise called Matt Lauer glib. I said, damn. I said, don't know actors. Nobody else in your movies know what that word means. I was like, where did he pull that one from? He was mad as fuck. You're being glib.
Don't look. He's like, don't come at my Scientology. You may think that shit is weird, but I'm an informed Scientologist.
Glib, my nigga. I said, okay, Tom, out here with the vocab. I see you, nigga.
Right. By the way, first of all, two things. One, like the video if you're watching right now, and then Eric said he actually has been watching. He's I've been watching every week, just haven't been catching it live. Okay.
Yeah, we find. I mean, we actually get way more views after the fact than live, but you know, it be litty. You know, if you got time, get in here. The chat be lit.
Rosebud. So, Kristen said recently the word dipshit has found its way into my lexicon. Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. Also, sorry, just double checking. Oh, Tony said dense as an alternative to saying someone is dumb as a box of rocks.
Well, the one that I know I use a lot, but it's such a versatile term. It's a street term. It's fuckboy. I use fuckboy for everything now. When somebody says something ignorant, I'll be like, he's such a fuckboy. Like, what a fuckboy. When somebody's being a misogynist, I'm like, you a fuckboy. When somebody's cheating on somebody all the time and shitting on them, like, whoa, what a fuckboy. It's such a versatile term.
Yeah, Danielle and I have worn that word into the ground. And I want to say that the person who really just is the epitome is Future. Future to me is king of the fuckboys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, like Steve,
He's the
I
king
think
of,
Stevie J gets thrown in there. So not who else? Who else is a fuck boy?
yeah.
There's so,
So
many.
many of
So
them.
many of
So
them.
many of them. Yeah.
Oh God.
2024
okay.
is raining fuckboys.
Yeah. Yeah. I say low vibrational a lot now too. I use that one so much now.
Yes. Yeah. Low vibrational is a good one.
I had to use it. I had to use it at my party. My brother and my cousin was getting into it, and these niggas was talking Chicago street hustle speak, and I don't speak that. And I said, y'all about to get the fuck up out of here with this low vibrational energy at my motherfucking 50th birthday party. Oh my God. Yeah, low vibrational. I think the person who I got it from was when Joe Budden broke up with Rory and Mal. And I remember when Rory and Mal used to try and get at Joe. Joe is a notorious shade queen. They shouldn't even, Joe will eviscerate them when they come to the shade. But when they were going back and forth and they were really angry, he was like, who the fuck want all that over here? All that low vibrational, dark fucking energy you niggas bring to the show. We ain't fucking need you anyway. And I remember Mal said, I don't fuck with the nigga for a lot of reasons. He run his mouth. He wearing funny hats. And this is when Joe was wearing them Amiri hats all the time. He said, the nigga wearing funny hats. I don't fuck with the nigga. I said, Mal, you got him on that one.
Not funny hat wearing dumb nigga.
He's a fuck boy. He moving different. He's wearing funny hats. Y'all gotta find that clip. That shit is hilarious.
That is awesome. Oh shit, I forgot what I was about to say.
Wait. Column. That's who was on the tip of my tongue. Tristan to me is Tristan is the fuck boy. Yeah. Yeah.
And Neff said Ray J. Did you Neff
yes. The worst fuck boys are the ones who are desperate for that validation, especially from it's almost like because Chris Brown is a fuck boy too. The ones that want that street validation when they not the thirst, it makes them more fuck boyish than regular fuck boys.
I'm sorry. Am I hearing Drake? Or are we talking about Drake now?
I don't think Drake is a fuck boy.
Here's the thing. I did not think that initially. Like he has moved into that space for me. That was not my original thoughts about him. Jason says Rosebud is his new safe word.
Ain't nothing safe about that word. You don't get it twisted. Shit.
If somebody say Rosebud around me, I'm running. Like I don't want to.
It kind of, once you know it, it fucks up roses for you. Like every time you see a rose, you go see a prolapsed anus in your.
Well, Danielle's the one who went to Google.
Hopefully, I'm
and y'all know I ain't no shame. I have seen everything, so always something new.
Okay, so we did good because we got through all the topics in an hour, and then we proceeded to just hang out for a little bit longer. So, oh shit, there was something else I was going to mention though, but I don't remember. So, why is Kristen saying? What does it mean? I don't know what she's talking about.
Which word, Kristen?
She came in late.
I think she meant.
She didn't hear about the
rewind.
Oh yeah, Kristen, you in for a treat. Oh,
we don't need to.
It's when if you want to know real quick, just go to the part where we talk about the Indians and
Native Americans.
Oh look, wait, you look now. My friend that's Native American lets us say both. Now I don't know.
Well, no. Okay, so if it's coming from another Native American, fine. But I thought we was not supposed to say that anymore.
She never told me not to say it, so I use them interchangeably. I don't think they're offended by the term Indian. You know what? Carla. Two of my besties from college were at my party, Carla and Deidre, and I know some important people. Deidre is a judge, so I got a friend that's a fucking judge. I got multiple friends that are lawyers. But Carla is Native American, and I used to go to on the 4th of July every year on the reservation that she grew up on. It's the Oneida reservation in Oneida, Wisconsin. But yeah, when I was there, they used the word. I heard them use the word Indian more than Native American. So what I'm trying to say here is she will be on the show at some point, and we'll have her get. I know a bunch of y'all got some questions we'll have a Ask a Native American section of the show. Look, because half you niggas in the chat think y'all part Native American and you ain't. Everybody in my family said that shit, and I got my DNA test back, and it said you 100% are not. You are not Native American.
That is like the not funnest part, but like comedy on Bill Gates, Lord help me, on Henry Louis Gates PBS, like learning your roots, knowing your roots, whatever the name of the show is. When all the black people are like, yeah, there's Native American, and he gets the DNA results back and has traced your entire family tree, and he's like, sorry to you, there is no Cherokee, because that's the one we usually say.
Yeah, because it's funny too, like on like to me, like on my when people even said that, because growing up, it was very clear on my father's side it was more Caucasian there because everybody was fair skinned. Most people on my mother's side are brown skinned. So when I look at my mother's side of the family, I'm like we just look like niggas. We don't look like we mix with nothing. And yeah, and they would refer to my grandmother's hair, and I'm like, yeah, she had healthy hair. That don't mean we Native American, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Be very careful. Be very careful, Kristen. Tread lightly.
Look, go back at your own rate.
If you had good hair back in the day, you just automatically assumed you had Indian in you.
Yeah.
Because here's the funny part is nobody wants to acknowledge the white blood. Okay, it was like no. It's Native American. It wasn't the Caucasians.
Yeah, but if before y'all die, you got to go to a powwow. It's a beautiful ceremony. They got the thing, the feathers can't touch the ground, and the person goes around and does a dance. I don't know. I used to go to them at the one. I don't know how different they are on different reservations, but and they got this. They usually have like it's almost like a farmer's market. It's the people with the different booths, and they got something that they make called fry bread. Oh. It almost tastes a little bit like funnel cakes.
Yeah, I've heard of fried bread.
Yeah, it's good. It's delicious. It's delicious. They also, Carla's mama made breakfast for us one day, and she put the food down, and I tasted something, and I was like, these grits. And she said, I said, did you make us grits? She was like, no, and she called it something else. And I was like, I'm sorry, this is grits. And then she showed me the thing, and it was cornmeal. So I guess grits are like
Is it maize?
Yeah, it was something. Whatever it was. Apparently, grits are the same because it's all made from corn. We just call it a different name. But hers were yellow. Hers was yellow, but it tasted just like grits. So yeah,
I think it might be maize. I think maybe. Chavez said he has Blackfeet in his family, and then Jason said he's from the California Slapaho tribe. And Danielle's face. I'm like, is that potentially offensive? I don't know. Hey, we'll have to ask Carla when she comes on the show. Jesus Lord help me.
I don't want to laugh at
it. Right. Yeah, Tony, that was the other word I was looking for. Hominy. But isn't there like a grit called hominy? Grits
are hominy.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look, a lot of it will say hominy grits on it. That's where the word comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
maybe it's bleached. Maybe the corn is maybe grits are white corn, and then the other one.
You ain't got no grits. Get the hell up out the South.
Wait, what'd you say, Danielle?
I said, if you ain't got no grits, then get the fuck up out the South. Yeah. Beyonce, Cowboy.
Oh, look.
I heard it.
So I'm so off my game this week because y'all know I haven't been drinking for a while, and then the party, it's been drinking all week, and then eating a bunch of good food, but good nigga food ain't always good for you. So we we went to Roscoe's yesterday. Ain't nothing wrong with Roscoe's. I don't eat Roscoe's typically though. I don't eat a lot of fried food. But I ordered. I got the stymie. I think it was called stymie something. So it came with grits, and I don't know why this is, but they do not season their grits at Roscoe's. I got my grits with cheese, and it was not seasoned. It's the same thing happened last time I was there. I don't understand that.
I feel like with grits.
I went to the one on Manchester. We went to the one on Manchester.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what Danielle was saying initially.
By the airport or the other one?
That the one on Manchester is right off of La Cienega, so it's by the airport.
So I think that because, and this is what Chavez is asking, so I think this might be the reason why, because so many people feel so very strongly about what needs to go in their grits. They might be like, look, so we just gonna give you the grits, and then whatever the fuck else you want to do with it is up to you. But I'm like, if they've seasoned it a certain way, and then somebody's like, this ain't how I want my grits, then they gotta send that shit back. You know how places like that are. Maybe.
Well, it was funny though, because
butter, salt, and pepper is what you season grits with. Okay.
Yeah.
End of story.
There are those who put sugar in their grits.
I've had grits with sugar before.
No, they you ain't got no salt and butter grits. Get the fuck up out the South.
But look, my mom made us breakfast this morning, and she made grits, and it was butter, salt, and pepper. I think now because I'm not a good cook, I experiment with shit. Sometimes I think I might put garlic in mine. I put a little bit of garlic in them sometimes. Which I don't think is strange, but you keep them simple. You don't do, you keep the grits simple.
I just wanted to highlight, Nadira said that Kevin Mallard, did we go to school with him? He wrote a book called Fry Bread. So he is, I think, either full or partial Native American, just as a heads up. Yes, Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, thank you, Colin.
By the way, Jason was asking how was your party. We talked about that on Wednesday, Jason. So I don't know where you were. But that was on Wednesday, okay.
Yeah, people been asking me for pictures. I'll show y'all some pictures on the show. My cousin hired a professional photographer and videographer. I'm just waiting to hear from her. And y'all know my ass don't be on social media. So on Facebook, I'm sure it's a bunch of pictures. As a matter of fact, me, Dion, my friend Carla, that's Native American, and my friend Deidre, that's the judge, we took a picture together in college, and man, I would pull it up right now if I could. We took a picture together in college, and since all of us were at the party at the same time, we recreated the picture. It was really nice.
I made one of the pictures with you and your college crew. I'm going to send it to you because I don't think I.
Oh yeah, because I haven't. The day after, I haven't looked at many of the pictures. It's almost it's too emotional for me to do that right now. So that's why I haven't really been online looking at any of them, because I know it's a million of them.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Chavez. Okay, we wrapping up in 6 minutes. Chavez.
Choose your own adventure.
Jason said, "Oh, Roscoe's got them choose your own."
Oh my god!
I like Chavez's comment. Okay, so Tony said cheese grits are green onions, bacon, salt.
Wait a minute. It's moving fast. That's why I'm fucking up. And when I take one off, I have to take it off before I put the other ones on.
Oh, it's all good. Chavez said cereal.
My mama said that, Chavez, you and my mama on the same page. Every time my mother, you talk about grits and the word sugar comes up, she, whole face twist up. And then I told her
fucking malto meal.
That's what I told her. I said it's kind of like cream of wheat or malto meal. Oh no, absolutely not, absolutely not. Like it was blasphemous to even say the two words together in the same sentence.
Oh, sorry, I'm still catching up with Nadira's comment. Who's in the chat as Trinity's mom. We went to law school together. I'm sorry, I automatically went to the other place. So yeah, thanks for that reminder.
Wait. Jason's comment.
Which one? The serial killers one?
You want to talk about Jason just because? Oh my God!
Hey, I'm gonna have to add glib and choose your own. I'm stealing that one. You know, one I haven't used in a long time because we don't know where the nigga at. We got to find him. Is loose mouthed it. We got to get him back on the show.
Oh, wait, Antoine, can we think about a food truck called Good Nigga Food Truck? I want that.
Good Nigga Food Truck. I can't.
There.
Good Nigga Food. Wait. It's a food truck and it say Good Nigga Food on the.
This is genius.
Do y'all know? I remember years ago.
Wait. So it's not Good Nigga Food, but
it's on the truck.
Good Nigga Food.
I thought you was like, we putting Good Nigga Food Truck on the side of the truck. I remember years ago when I used to do web design, I used to own the URL News for Niggas. I wanted to do it. And then I remember I talked to somebody and they were like, that's a little uncouth. Like that's too much for the people. I bought news. Look, I bought newsforniggas.com, news for the number 4 niggas.com. And then I said, you know, somebody go try me. So I also had to buy newsforniggers.com. I owned all of them. I let them lapse a few years ago. I said, I ain't doing nothing with this. Good nigga food on the truck.
Look, if somebody wants to invest. Oh God.
Oh,
no,
God.
Jason. Jason said, and we said he couldn't name his black manga cafe. Eat the cake anime. No.
Clever, Jason. I like it.
It is clever. It is clever.
Thank you, Rich the actress. But to be fair, my birthday is actually January 15th. Since my mom is the youngest of 15 kids. My grandmama had 15 kids. So I have 3 other cousins that we all turned 50 in the same 12-month period. Actually, more like 6-month period. And so we had a joint 50th birthday party in Chicago. So yeah, I celebrated 3 months. January, February, 3 months late. But yeah, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful part.
I'm sorry.
Is that are you?
Kristen said it's giving rent a spoon. Okay, we're wrapping up. It is 8:29. So A, like the video. 1, like the video. 2, Monday, Tanya's joining us. Will be back.
Nice.
And Wednesday, Sarah. See, I'm trying to get out ahead of this. And Pepper is actually gonna start helping me get our guests together.
Oh, good.
Also, a story that I did not include, which we hopefully gonna talk about. We talked about him before, and apparently he's back in the news for being an asshole. Brian McKnight and disowning his biological children. He
love talking about that nigga. I love talking. It's everything you don't do as a man. It's just everything you don't do. Yes.
Thank you, Danielle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
do y'all remember? Wait, y'all remember the last classic he put out, right?
Wasn't it something about talking shit about his kids?
No. Y'all remember Brian had this song, Let Me Show You How Your Pussy Work? Did y'all not remember this? I mean, I remember when it came out and I was like, dude, this is so off brand for you. And he was serious. Like it was, I think he thought he was going to kick off a new trend in R&B where it would just go raunchy. Like, but no, it's too much. It's too much.
You should DM him and say something about Rosebud life. I don't know. Maybe you can create a song about. Let me show you what that rosebud do. I don't know. So also on Monday, Louisiana passed a law that does not require you to let child workers eat lunch. That's what's happening in these motherfucking handmade states. Okay, they just out here wilding out. So yeah.
Who's familiar with the house music classic "I Want to Fuck You in the Ass"? Who's familiar with that?
I don't want to acknowledge that I might be, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, they played it at the party. It's a classic.
Sure. Thank you guys for watching. Danielle, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get this sinking situation together.
Yes.
Of course.
See, I came around towards the end.
Tune back in Monday for more surprises.
I feel like my old self now towards the end. You know, shit.
Look, put Neff's comment up. And
just bring up something sexual.
Yeah,
And on that note,
toodles to you niggas.